Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another vlog. In today's video, we're gonna do like a little day in the life of a content creator because I do have quite a few things I need to accomplish today. It is Friday and I'm supposed to have a day off, but like some things got moved and shifted, and so I have a big campaign I need to film today. I gotta do some stuff in the backyard because we're hosting my niece's wedding in a few weeks, which I'm like, oh my god, so excited for. I am also marrying them, which is exciting. I haven't even thought about what I'm gonna say or how all that goes, but I am ordained in the state of California. Oh wait, I think our coffee is here. 1 second. Got our coffee, got a Vietnamese ube coffee from Chem Coffee. Donnie's also home. He's actually gonna do like a little rot day. His coworker is on maternity leave, and then another coworker hurt his back. So they're like down 2 nurses, and so he's been really busy at work and tired. And I think they're slow today, so luckily he was able to get it off. So he's literally just gonna rot in his room, play video games all day while I work, which is totally fine. But yeah, I don't normally order coffee. It's one of those days. Also, speaking of Donnie, my last video, oh my gosh, guys, it was the most vulnerable video I ever filmed and put out there, and I was actually really scared to do it. Obviously, I talked to Donnie, showed him the video, got his approval. I know that some of you probably think, whoa, he is really crazy, like putting his stuff out there, but honestly, like if I'm doing it in a way that's sort of respectful, but also like it was sort of a love letter to him from me. I don't know. Honestly too, I might private that video later on because it is pretty vulnerable, but everything I said in that video is really true. Kind of embarrassing, but I have gotten quite a few messages from you guys that it really helped you, and you guys are going to talk to your own significant other. My YouTube friend Brandon was like, oh my gosh, Mikey, I'm going to watch this weekend with my wife for us to think about. I'm like, that is so freaking cool. If you haven't seen that video and you want to see me be super cheesy and cry about Conrad Fisher and Donnie, I'll link that down below. But yeah, honestly, there were so many of you that reached out. Another person commented and he was saying, oh my gosh, this is where I'm at in my relationship right now. We've been together for, I think he said 13 years. And so he was like, I have a lot of things to think about, and hopefully that video helps him and maybe helps him communicate with his partner about, you know, sort of trying to rekindle that spark again. So, you know, it was worth it in the end, even though I'm kind of cringing every time I look at my YouTube studio and see that thumbnail. But at the same time, I'm on this platform to be authentic, and as long as I am not crossing boundaries with the people that I'm talking about and they're okay with me talking about it, then for me it's okay. And so yeah, those are stories I'd like to share still, you know? Oh, and then, you know what? The last thing I will say too is I'm so sorry that I've had sad boy energy for like the last couple months. I think that was also why I took a little bit of a break from YouTube. So much has been going on, but I am feeling so much better the last few days. After I posted that video, I took the last week to just recalibrate, and like, you know, I'm in this weird transitional period of my life where all this trauma that I experienced, I'm finally moving forward with. That's why I'm feeling really good. When I turned 40, bro, so many things started to crumble, and it wasn't even that I was just dealing with this like midlife crisis sort of feeling of turning 40. That was compounded with everything I went through. And then now we're here where like now I'm 44 and I am still dealing with a lot of midlife crisis things, but I feel like I am moving forward, and that sad boy energy is finally going back to like just like my happy-go-lucky self. Like I am usually just a really happy guy, but I feel like in the last couple months, a lot of the things I was going through like resurfaced, even though I had dealt with them. And so it kind of brought me down, and I just feel like the last few videos have just been kind of like in this sad boy era, but I'm out of it. I'm feeling good. And we're gonna have a good day today, hanging out, take you a little bit behind the scenes of content creating. Also, I have some desk updates. That's why we're here in the office. So I want to show you a little bit of those updates before we start our day. So the first update I want to talk about is I did lower my desk. My desk is a workbench. It's a Husky workbench, so it's not really a standing desk. Usually it's meant to be like in a garage or a workshop, but I just had it sort of at standing desk height. But I realized, you know, I don't even stand and work from here. Because one, if I'm gonna stand and work, I'm on my walking treadmill with my laptop, or two, I'm just gonna go and do cardio. And so I decided to lower this so that I can get an ergonomic chair, because the other one I was using was meant for like taller task chairs, but it wasn't the most ergonomic. I actually got it on Facebook Marketplace. It wasn't the chair I originally wanted, But it was such a good deal at $280 that I had to jump on it. And so this is what I'm using temporarily until I kind of figure out what chair I want to go for. All right, let me show you some other updates, but I got to move you guys, so. Okay, so another desk update here is I did get this riser from Amazon. It's like a bamboo riser, and I think it looks pretty good with my Husky workbench. So yeah, I just feel like it kind of elevates my space a little bit more. Also found these magnets right here that just, they're so strong. Like, oh my God. Like, see how loud that was? So I've been using this to hang my AirPod Maxes. Oh, you know what? I got a new mic. Well, this actually, I've had this mic for a while, but I don't know if I've talked about it, but it is a Sony mic that you can actually use on your Sony camera wirelessly. So it's kind of like a podcast mic, but I use it for my voiceovers. I also got this really cool stand right here. So all I got to do is plug this into USB-C and we're good to go. But if I'm using it on my Sony camera, it could be fully wireless. And I have a couple other of those magnets here. So I've always had a light behind here, but I picked up 2 other lights to go over here. So it gives you kind of a vibe, you know what I mean? So I think that's pretty much the updates. Oh, I also got a footstool right here. I just like to change up how I'm seated so that, you know, I'm sitting here, like I'm fine sitting normally like this, but if I want to just sit back and relax, I can also do that like that. But here's the chair. I think it looks pretty good in this space. Yeah, and the thing too is this is the fully decked out sail chair because some of them don't come with the lumbar support here or the fully adjustable arms or the seat can push forward and back. So this retails, I think, for over $1,000 fully loaded. The fact I got this for $280, guys, I am freaking out. I also put my own caster wheels here because I like these better. But as you can see, there's like some scuff marks. But like, you know, who cares? And it was dirty and I just, you know, sprayed it with some Lysol. I also sprayed this with Lysol because you just never know. I mean, there's like some threads right here that are popping out. But like, do you really care? Sorry, this is dog hair. It's like a little dirty here. But bro, for $280, I actually almost purchased like one from Office Depot for like $300 just because I needed something right away because I was using my dining chair and it was killing my back. Also have this new charging cable right here. I don't know, I just thought it was cool, that little pop of orange. So this is sort of my charging station. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, you know what? I also picked up a new camera. This is a Canon GX7 Mark III. So yeah, I ended up picking a Canon GX7 Mark III because I was talking to Kim Tai and we were talking about cameras and she mentioned she had this camera and she's like, I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna force myself to use it. And then I saw her post some pictures with the flash and it was just like so cool. So I found this on Facebook Marketplace, picked it up, and I just love it for its little flash. And look how small it is. Like, this is so small. So I'm trying to get back into documenting life with pictures, not just video. But yeah, it's super cute and I really like this silver version. Little pop-up flash here. Has a flip up for vlogging if you do want to vlog, even though 24mm is not the most effective. Watch, let me see. Let me grab a clip at 24 and show you guys. All right, so this is 24mm. I mean, like in a pinch, if I needed to vlog somewhere, I could. In a pinch, right? So yeah, I'm super happy I picked this up. I've just been taking pictures literally just like in bed with the flash of the dogs. Like, I don't know, it just kind of looks nostalgic, and yeah, hopefully this gets me back into my little photography days of just documenting life with a small camera. Chatty intro, we are going to start what we need to do today. I'm working with a brand called Delsey Paris. They're a luggage brand. I did a UGC video for them yesterday. Today I'm doing a social media post for them, and my idea was to style the pieces of luggage based on where I'm going. So whether it's like a city or event, and I'm trying to do 10 looks, and it's just gonna be like a second per look. The cool thing about this is I'm thinking of using a treadmill like as a runway, because I've seen those posts before, people styling an outfit, walking on a treadmill, and it changes. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, it'll make more sense. Let's go out and let me show you guys what the situation looks like. Like a little mini photo shoot out there. All right, so here's my little photo shoot for today. I brought out some shoes here, have some jewelry. I don't think I'm gonna go crazy on jewelry because it's gonna be like a 1-second look. So I don't know if you're gonna catch any details, but I have that out. Have a few hats here just in case. some bottoms. So yeah, that is the plan. I think my first look is gonna be a Wimbledon look because I have this vintage Wilson tennis jacket and I'm just gonna pair it with these running shorts and then some sneakers. I think that'll be my first look since I'm already in these running shorts. So this is where the walking pad is right here. It's a little bright, sorry. These are the luggage pieces. And so I have my phone right here. So basically, we are going to record like that and just do a little runway moment. Here's a better look at the rack. So hoping I'm getting 10 pieces. I have my barong here, which I might use for the wedding when I officiate my niece's wedding. But I'm like, this could be a Manila look too. This is actually my dad's barong. Okay, here's my first look. I got the vintage Wilson tennis jacket here. So I feel like this will be cute for Wimbledon, you know? I mean, people don't really go to Wimbledon dressed as a tennis player, as a spectator, but we'll make it work. The only thing though right now is it's cloudy, so the sun keeps coming in and out, which is not going to be like the greatest for transitioning per outfit if the lighting changes, but at the same time, we got to get this done, so we're just going to make do. So let's do this first one. Crap, we have a bit of a situation here. I didn't realize this won't work unless this whole thing is up. I wanted it to be down, but it turns off. This has to be up. Fuck. I'm thinking of just angling it this way then. And just like kind of like a side profile possibly. Shit. Okay. Felt stupid. Okay, so I have my main camera on the tripod because I do want to get this horizontal too, just in case. But this is the next look. I'm not going to do all my looks behind the scenes, just kind of want to show you guys a little bit of the process. But I've worn this outfit for a Laguna Beach vlog, but I feel like this would look good for Santorini, so this will be that. It's giving me Santorini vibes, no? Yeah? Well, this camera focus is so slow. There. If they updated this with like immaculate... Actually, I mean, I have the Canon V1. That one just needs a flash, basically. Wait, let me get out the Canon V1. What the fuck am I doing? Hold on. I'm actually a full-on dork. Now we're on the Canon V1. Wow. Anyways, this is this look. Let's get on with it. I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't know why I'm nervous. I don't think I like these. I'm gonna go with these boots. Got the barong on for Manila. This wouldn't be the ideal shirt under, but you know, it's gonna be a second clip, so I don't think they'll see it. Alright, so I was thinking this could be Tokyo. For me, this screams like Harajuku, Tokyo fashion. Alright, here's another look. I don't know if this is like London, maybe Paris, because I wanted something like a coat with a tee. Here's another look, wearing the same pants, different shirt, different trench, same shoes. Maybe this could be somewhere in Europe again, I don't know. Trying to knock things out and figure it out later, you know what I mean? Whatever looks best in the edit. This is my Kyoto look with this hanori that I thrifted in Kyoto. Alright guys, last look here, and we are going to Delhi. We actually bought this in India. Might have been Delhi, huh? I think we bought this in Delhi maybe?
I can't remember.
But, last look. Alright guys, that is a wrap. I'm gonna put this away, and then we gotta go tackle the mulch in the hill. I haven't looked at the footage yet or edited it, but hopefully it looks good, because we don't have any other choice. Alright, so this is the mulch I picked up the other day. I got 15 of these, 1.5 cubic feet in the color brown. And this is what we have to fill for the wedding. because as you can see, the dirt is starting to seep through, but also a lot of the mulch did break down. So you can see our tubing right there from our drip system. So definitely want to cover that.
Battery 90%.
Feeling like Jonah, brother turn low now. How we gonna find our way? Feeling like Moses, man, the Lord chose us. Now we gotta find our way. Feeling like David, man, I done gave him all. I gotta find my way. You never feel me. I'm still feeling like Jonah, brother turn low now. How we gonna find our way? Feeling like Moses, man, the Lord chose us. Now we gotta find our way. Feeling like David, man, I done gave him all. I gotta find my way. You never feel me. That's what you said. That's what he said. Been through the fire, never burned, but it's dead. Love you forever, even more to the end. Cause all that I needed, thy hands.
All right, this is as much as I got done today with 15 bags. I think we might need maybe 80 bags total. I don't know. All right, here's another view from down here. So we did get quite a lot done, but the hill is just so massive. So I feel like this was only maybe a sixth of the way, but look how much we gotta go. But it does look good. Like, this is the backdrop for the wedding, you know? So it's gonna look really nice once it's all filled in. They're getting married right here under the gazebo. We're gonna have little flower arches right there, flowers along the benches. I think it'll look really nice. Let's take a shower and edit that footage. Actually looks pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I'm trying to get my feet aligned correctly. When it switches, the right foot is going forward. So that one goes there. It's actually pretty good. It is about 5 o'clock now and I am currently editing this vlog, this day in the life vlog, so hopefully I can get it up in the next couple days. Ideally, I wish I could get it up tomorrow, but I just won't have enough time, and then tomorrow I have a big event which I'm going to start a new vlog for. So my event for tomorrow is I'm actually judging a food competition gala, and my niece is actually helping run it, and because I work for the Bitman Project, she's like, do you want to do this judging food panel with us? And I'm like, heck yes. I was a little bit concerned though, because the judges are pretty high caliber. Like Sam the cooking guy is one of the judges. He has like 3 million followers or subscribers on YouTube, and I'm like, who am I, little old me? But I'm excited. There's like 15 of our friends coming. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna start a new vlog tomorrow. I am gonna take a gummy though, because we ordered some Chinese food and we were gonna go out to eat because it is Friday and Donnie's on call the whole weekend. And obviously I'm working the weekend too, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna pop one of these in and edit more, probably play some video games with some friends, and then we're gonna call it a night. I don't think I've ever vlogged high. But yeah, we only did 2 things today, but honestly it was like so crazy. But that campaign really took a lot of work, just getting in and out of the outfits, recording and filming it, working on the back, because we need to get that done. Again, that wedding is in a few weeks and our time is short. Our time is running out. Also, one thing I wanted to share with you guys earlier, but I totally forgot, is this Mind Journal. And it's a journal for men. And it just has really cool prompts. But the unfortunate thing is I just got an email from them that they're closing down. So at least they're having like a closeout where you can buy in bulk. So basically you can check in, and I try to do this every Monday, and it just has little prompts of how you feel, and you know, each writing session is a little bit different. So this one is fun times. When do you remember having the most fun? So that's sort of a writing prompt, and then you can just keep writing. Here's an example of another writing prompt, because you always have the how do you feel check-in and then a writing prompt. So this one is, do you love what you do? Is there anything you would change about your career so far? Maybe you're working too hard, too much. How could you balance that out? Wow. This is perfect right now because I definitely feel like I am at the tipping point of how much I am taking on as a content creator. Yeah, because I've talked about this before. Creating content for other brands, I'm making a good amount of money, but it's not the same as if you have a huge following and you're doing it for yourself. So for instance, what I can make in a month as a content creator, I know some creators who will make that with one brand deal, which is insane. But hey, we have something to strive for, right? So again, another prompt. And then this one says, money, money, money. What's your relationship with money? Does it have a positive or negative effect on your life? Are you happy with the relationship you have built? So money used to be a really big sort of thorn in my life, just because, you know, coming out of college, you're in debt. I was very irresponsible with my money when I was in my 20s, but in my 30s, I was like, okay, we gotta get this under control. And ever since I've gotten out of debt, money has never been sort of this really stressful thing in my life. Because in my 20s, it was really stressful, and I didn't want to be in that mindset. And so I decided in my 30s, I was like, okay, look, we're getting to that age where we gotta start being responsible now. And yeah, I'm happy to say that in my 30s, I got out of debt. All right. Anyways, I will link them down below in case you guys want to check them out, but they are going out of business. But if you like them, you can buy in bulk. There's like a 40% off, like 7 or 8 pack, which I might do because I really love this book, and aesthetically it's really cool. The leather is really nice on the outside. It feels really nice. Very minimal, and the design I think is very, very nice. This is actually my 3rd one. The Chinese food is here. We got some lo mein. We got some salt pepper chicken breast, salt pepper shrimp, honey walnut, and some fried rice. Ooh, child. Honestly, I'm just going to eat straight from here. This is where I eat, guys. I just stand up now. Salt pepper chicken breast. Wait, I really like this. We usually get the wings, but I wanted to try this. This is really good. Random fact, I love to eat from these boxes because when I grew up, there was a restaurant called Young Lou's. It was like our favorite Chinese food back in the day. And all of their food would come in this. I just loved eating through these little boxes. Also because I think in a show or a movie, lawyers are out late at work and they order Chinese food. They're always eating out of this. Weird, I know. This is hitting. I need a drink. We got a new drinks fridge and I got it through UGC work. So we didn't pay for it, but it's amazing. Let me show you guys. Like, it's one of those things where you didn't know you needed it in your life, but now that I have it, it's pretty epic. So this is the Rocco fridge, and it also works as a bar cart. So it is pretty expensive. I think it retails for $1,700, which is kind of crazy, but it is a full-on refrigerator. And it also is aesthetically cool, and it's a bar cart. I mean, there were bar carts that I was looking at that were like in $1,000 range that I was almost going to purchase. So when you think about it that way, it's not super crazy, you know? Then I'm trying not to drink Diet Coke or Coke Zero, but they say that their customers, their number one drink they put in here is Diet Coke, so they requested Diet Coke for the video. Same thing with Spindrift. I've actually never had Spindrift before, but apparently it's pretty popular. You can also put like bottles like this down here. So there's some bottles here, some Alani Nu, Olippops. I think I want a Poppy. This one is really good. Let's drink this one. And I also have my Huels down here. And then I just got these cheap bottles of wine because they wanted wine stored down here for the video. So yeah, pretty cool little addition to the house.
As you can, or as long as you can. When in doubt, invest toward a lifespan.
Punch Pop. Really good. Dinner was delicious. Now we're just editing in bed. The homies are going to log on at 8 o'clock for a gaming session, and it is currently almost 6, so a couple hours of editing. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when I be editing these vlogs, I'm like, I hate it. Like right now, I'm like, I feel like this is so boring, honestly. But we just push through. Hi, Blue. Do we just push through? Yeah? Yeah, sweetheart? Alright guys, good night. spending the day with me, a realistic day in the life as a content creator. Even though we only did 2 things, it was pretty productive. Thank you guys for watching. As always, if you can, try to choose happy over sad, and I'll catch you guys in the